Bill here with the Metals Minute. Today is Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. Well, we have palladium leading the way for the 1 week just passed, up 6%. We also have platinum up, gold and silver down just a little bit for the 1 week. For 1 year ago from today, we have gold leading the way. And for year to date, we also have a mix. We have gold and palladium higher year to date with a positive return, and silver and platinum marginally lower. I think about -3%. All the details are in the write-up. Having said that, this is against a backdrop of double-digit losses year to date for stocks, bonds, and cryptocurrencies. So the metals complex continues to lead the way, and I anticipate even better numbers as the year progresses. So be encouraged, stay in the fight, and I believe we're in a good place on the intermediate term. This is the place to be. I want to talk about a story that has been making headlines. It's being promoted by people in the crypto space concerning gold. That's just simply not true. Some call it the fool's gold story of 2022. But there's a story that was reported, and it was coming from government sources. And sometimes when government officials make statements, it gives it an air of credibility that it wouldn't have otherwise. Not that we should always accept that as at face value, but nevertheless we do. And out of Uganda comes a word from government officials that they have found gold deposits totaling 30 million tons, worth in excess of $12 trillion. Now, this is a story that began popping up a couple weeks ago. It's been promoted through social media channels, and like I say, one of the places I keep seeing it is in those that are in the crypto space, and they're using it to show that gold does not have a finite quantity, and to get that type of asset, you really have to just get crypto. Well, that's not true, for two reasons. One, crypto was touted as being something there's a limited quantity of, but there's no limit on the number of new cryptos that have been developed. And we all can see what's happened to the value of those. Now, certainly there'll be some that survive and some will end up being a good thing to speculate on, but that's more for speculation. Gold is a real store of value, and it's a store of energy. We've talked about that several times. But let's talk about this particular story of $12 trillion of gold suddenly found in Uganda. Now, this size of find, what it would mean is that they have found 115 times more gold at this new find than exists in all known gold deposits in the ground across the rest of the world today. So that in and of itself makes it highly unlikely. Now, according to knowledgeable analysts in the gold space that are familiar with the mines in that area, they say a more likely number for this particular find in question is somewhere between 30 tons and 60 tons, not 30 million tons. So this would put it in the range of 1 to 2 million ounces of gold possibly found. This is it's a good story, but it's a non-event in terms of world gold supplies. So those promoting that story as a way to sway people away from investing in gold, I also find it interesting that at this time, younger generations, the millennial groups and those younger, are suddenly showing an interest in precious metals. those that were previously very engaged in the crypto space are now beginning to show an interest in precious metals, and I find it peculiar that this story is come out in the last couple weeks and is being promoted by those in the crypto space. So I would say this story is wildly false, and all economic conditions that we see today are indicating that in the intermediate term, over the next 2 to 3 years, we're not happy about the financial conditions that exist, but because they do exist, they tend to really be supportive of higher gold and silver prices moving forward. So keep the faith. This is where we are, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. Have a great day.